Hello everybody, welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Sun Bear Zodiac sign, the Raven, for the month of August. I'm going to be doing a medicine wheel spread, following the alchemy of the medicine wheel. For the initial spread, I am using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and then I will be clarifying with the 1909 Tarot. And then at the very end of the reading, I will pull three main themes from the Sacred Forest Oracle cards. So, Ravens, we always start in the center of the medicine wheel. This is where our center power animal sits. For the Earth count, it is humans, pure intellect and measure, the collective consciousness of all humans, and death and rebirth. For the great teachers, this is where feelings, confrontation, defeat, and patience sit. So we start off here with this rabbit energy. So the rabbit energy, it's saying that your thoughts and your words are going to be very important this month. And it's asking you not to be afraid of them. Because again, rabbits tend to be a little bit nervous, a little bit afraid of everything because they have a lot of things that hunt them. But they are also very good problem solvers. So I feel that for you, Raven, this month. But let's clarify this rabbit energy. With this rabbit energy, we have the Three of Wands. So this says that life is open. Life is wide open and waiting for you. Um, so this month is a great month for development. It's a great month for business launches. Um, uh, for the Ravens is what I'm seeing. Um, but again, I would focus on the being a good problem solver and not on the fear is one thing that I would say. Um, know that you Ravens are highly intelligent and that you are problem solvers. Um, let's go on to the east, move to the east of the wheel. This is where our warrior animal sits. It is also where the sun and the stars sit in the earth count. And for the great teachers, this is where rage and raw power sit. So here we have this otter energy. Um, and the otter energy is about playfulness. It's about um, yeah, it's definitely about playfulness. It's about joy. It's about contentment and a love for life. So it's really asking you, Ravens, this month to really savor that joy of life, um, and and just the love of life itself. Um, let's clarify this otter energy. So with the otter, awesome. We have this Six of Cups. I love it. So the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of childhood comforts. And I think that's really interesting that it comes up with the otter, which is a very playful and joyous energy, like I said. So I'm really finding that feeling like I said, usually in the East here, I usually find like the strength and the power. Like I said, it's raw power and strength. Um, but I think for you, Ravens, this month, that strength is going to come from the ability to have fun, especially in the quote unquote stressful areas of life. If you can look at it with like childlike wonder and just have let life be fun and not so serious. I think that's going to actually bring you a lot of strength this month. Excuse me. Let's head over to the west of the wheel. This is where our healer animal sits. In the earth count, it is the earth and the planets. And for the great teachers, this is where care and spirit sit. So over in the West, we have this swan energy. So this is a very healing, the swan energy is very healing energy. It's a very, so it's telling me that your soul is calling, your inner voice is calling. There's an inner vision that wants to reveal itself. Let's clarify that swan energy. Hmm. So with the swan, we have the Four of Wands. So this is a card of celebration. It's a card of freedom and another card of joy and peace. So I see a lot of joy and happiness for you ravens this month. Um, and again, so like I do feel your inner voice is calling and your inner voice is saying, let's have some fun. Let's really have some fun. It's going to be so healing for us to let loose and have some fun and just celebrate who we are and where we are and everything that we have done. Um, Now, I will say that if, because sometimes with this one energy, and this could only be for a couple people, if you do find yourself this month a little bit snippy, I would suggest just a little bit of solo time and maybe some journaling and some solo writing would be very healing for you. Okay, next we are going to go down to the south of the wheel. This is where our emotion sits. This is where our birth animals sit. So all of you ravens, this is where your raven would sit in the medicine wheel. For the earth count, it is the plants and the spirit of all plants. And for the great teachers, this is where pain and death sit. And again, I do like to remind that death doesn't necessarily mean dying, it just means the end of something. So here we have moth energy. So this moth energy can be very impulsive, very hasty, very wishful. Um, and it's telling you not to go for the necessarily the easiest solution when you are looking like you had with the that rabbit card problem solver. The easiest solution is not necessarily the best solution, is the message that's coming through there. But let's clarify this moth energy. So with the moth, okay, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands, you've got a lot of wands. That's three wands so far in your readings, which is also fire, by the way. So I feel, Ravens, that you really are on fire this month. Again, like this Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of triumph. It's a card of um, public recognition, even. Um, So again, like I said, you've already won is what this is saying to me. You've already won. So again, try not to, like with that moth energy, don't go for the easy solution. The easy solution is not necessarily the one that's going to bring you towards this victory. Yeah, that's all that's coming through there, Ravens. Um, But yeah, you've already won. The victory is yours, but don't take the easy route just because it's easy, is what's going on there. Okay, going up to the north of the wheel now. This is the area of our mind. This is where our recapitulation animal sits. For the earth count, it is the animals and the spirit of all animals. And for the great teachers, this is where the physical and fear sit. So here we have this stingray energy. And this stingray energy is a card of developing self-confidence and your sense of self. And this is coming up in the area of your mind. So I feel like some of you ravens are going to start thinking differently about yourself this month. I feel like you're going to be willing to let go of the old stories and really step into your new life and your new power and start creating a new story for yourself. Um, and we have the Five of Swords with the Stingray. And so the Five of Swords is, I think, just here is just saying, um, it's like you've had a conflict going on inside your mind lately. And maybe that was, well, I'm not really good enough. Am I that, like, am I good enough or am I not good enough? And this constant back and forth, like that conflict within yourself, to the point where you may have felt a little bit defeated. But this stingray says that this month that's going to change. That internal conflict that you have is going to change. And like I said, you're going to end up with this new sense of self-confidence and this new sense of self. And I feel like it's actually going to want to make you grow even more. I just love that. Okay, next we go to the southeast of the wheel. This is where our shadow animal sits. For the earth count, it is spirits, and the great teachers. For the great teachers, this is where sex and loneliness sit. So here we have beaver energy. Hmm. So I feel like a lot of you ravens have been working really, really hard, tirelessly almost. Um, And I almost feel like you guys have been some of you may be pushing yourself, you have been pushing yourself pretty hard. Um, but let's clarify this beaver energy. So with the beaver, you have this Ten of Cups. This is the Fortune After Difficulty card. So I feel like I said, a lot of you ravens have been working very, very hard recently, and I think that there has been um, like it feels like there's been some difficult times along the road. There may have even have been times where you have felt like giving up, but you didn't. And because you didn't, this is what's going to bring this Ten of Cups energy to you. This love and gratitude and joy and prosperity and bliss and all these wonderful wonderful words. Um, it's you've put in the hard work and you've done it for the long term stability and whatnot, and now you are going to be seeing the results of that hard work. I absolutely love it. Okay, next we are going to the southwest of the wheel. This is where our dreamer animal sits. In the earth count, it is the sacred dreams of life and the kachinas. And for the great teachers, this is where honesty and need sit. So we start here with this tarantula energy. So the tarantula energy, this tells me that you have a dream, and it's like you've been at a crossroads, and it's like you've chosen a direction now, and you've chosen a direction. You've stopped. It's almost like you were overthinking it for a while, and you just said, you know what, enough overthinking. I'm going this way. So you've chosen a direction um, towards your dreams. Let's clarify this energy. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords with the tarantula. So the Nine of Swords is a card of um, it's a card of repeating patterns. Um, and it's a card of So what I'm getting is that there may have been some anxiety surrounding this crossroad, and the direction, or some of you actually may be at a crossroads right now where you have to make a choice, you have to choose a direction. Um, and with that Nine of Swords, it really says, um, don't keep reliving the things that didn't work for you before, and don't be very conscious of what your thoughts are saying. I would actually, one of the things, so honesty is coming through there. Honesty sits in that southwest. So this Nine of Swords is asking you to be honest with yourself um, right now about what are the things that you say to yourself. How do you put yourself down? Right? And it wants you to stop saying those things, right? And stop spinning in your head about everything that could go wrong. Okay? Change it to everything that could go right. All the possibilities of how it could all work out is what I would focus on, especially if you are sitting in that crossroad energy. Next, we go to the northwest of the wheel. This is where our death animal sits. In the Earth count, it is the cycles of natural law and the Shinamiya. And for the great teachers, it is testing and seeking. So here we have this hummingbird energy. So this hummingbird energy says that every drop of life is sweet and every moment is worth savoring. So I think it's again, I feel like it's that seeking that's coming through there from the great teachers. And it's that seeking of joy from the otter and the Six of Cups there, really seeking that joy in life, and looking for the good things rather than the negative or what could go wrong. Like every time you think, what if, like what if can be a very powerful statement. So I always tell people that if you're going to what if, don't just think of the what if it doesn't work. Also look at the other side and think, what if it does? What if it does? You know? With this hummingbird energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the tarot that is standing still right now, or is the only knight that stands still in the tarot. And I actually think this is telling you not to stand still. It's okay to hover, like the hummingbird hovers, but he's not still. Okay, so don't stand still. Go around. Keep exploring. Keep, like I said, savor every moment that life has to offer you. um, and explore, learn. Yeah, and just nourish yourself with life is what is coming here. And plant your seeds in that field there. You see the field behind him, and his seed right there is pentacle. Plant your seeds right now. But don't stand still. Keep moving. Keep moving, and keep savoring life. Um, Next we go to the northeast of the wheel. This is where our past life animal sits. For the earth count, this is the moon movement and energy and pure science. And for the great teachers, this is where victory and love sit. So here we have the golden egg. So it's very interesting because, like I just said, love in the great teachers sits in the northeast. And the golden egg is representative of the fifth, or sorry, our fourth chakra, our heart chakra. Um, so I just feel it, like I said, it's going to be a very, very loving time for you right now, and your heart's going to be very open this month. And again, with the otter, the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, you have so much love and joy and so many things to fill your heart this month. It's absolutely beautiful. And I also, like I said, with that stingray in your mind, the self-confidence too, you know, as much as love is important as far as loving other people and receiving love for other people, one of the most important things is really loving ourselves, right? And I feel that for you, Ravens, today. Like I said, I do feel like something is going to shift in your minds for you this month, and you're going to change the way that you look at yourself. And that's going to include, like I said, more self-confidence, but also more love for yourself. With the golden egg, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, I think this is just a lot of opportunity, a lot of luck coming in for you, um, and a lot of change, but good change, positive change for the future. I think that's absolutely beautiful. Um, and again, it just the message that coming through is that this is all part of the cycle. It's all part of the cycle. And I really feel for a lot of you with that Wheel of Fortune that you are inside that Wheel of Fortune, right? That you are not allowing the ups and downs of life to affect you. You are just happy with who you are, where you are, and where you're going. I think that's beautiful. That's a really good reading, Ravens. Let's pull three main themes now for the month for you. Okay, we have passage, renewal, and power. I love it. So passage, renewal, and power. Like I said, I do feel for you, Ravens, that something is going to shift for you in your minds this month, and you're going to have a renewed sense of self. Um, and it is like you're walking through a passage, like it's almost like a rite of passage. Like you suddenly realize, hey, I have the right to be powerful within myself. Right? So, and that self-confidence and power is just going to ooze out of you this month. I absolutely love it. Okay, so that was the video for the Ravens for the month of August. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like, share, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. And also leave a comment and let me know how you're enjoying your reading so far. It really does help me out. So yeah, thank you very much. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you later. Bye for now.